Hi guys, today on Meet My Mentors we are talking about successful franchising. Not one particular mentor in mind actually. This is Bradley Sugars, one of the founders of Action Coach. We've got another one here, John Pratt, who's a lawyer who wrote the Franchisor's Handbook. Not really talked about franchising before. So this particular one is going to focus on people considering buying a franchise. Okay, but also people considering franchising a business. So where to start on both of those sides of the equation? Well, there are a number of principles that apply to both of those. So let me start with the kind of the high level overview about franchising generally that applies to both being a franchisor or buying a franchise and being a franchise partner. And then I'll separate out into those two particular categories. So high level principles. Number one, stand on the shoulders of giants, as you would expect, all right? Find people that have been there and done it, okay? One way of doing that is to buy books on the subject. Let's say you're thinking of buying a franchise, okay? Still buy some books about franchisors, okay? Because then you'll get to see the perspective from mentors, virtual mentors, through books, obviously, both sides of that equation, all right? And it's really useful to understand, okay, so what advice is being given to franchisors when I'm considering buying a franchise? What's the norm in the industry of franchising? All right, so that would be my first tip. So stand on the shoulders of giants. You can do that through books. Another great thing you can do, I remember in 1998, after I did the E-Myth, the entrepreneurial myth, which is really what got me into the concept of franchising, I went to a franchise show, knew very little about it, okay, beyond McDonald's and that sort of thing. So franchise exhibitions, really good place to learn all about franchise opportunities, becoming a franchisor, becoming a franchisee. Really good place. You can meet mentors, you can get business cards, you can follow up with meetings, all of that sort of thing. Another thing you can do is you can inquire as a potential franchisee to any franchise, any decent franchise with a British Franchise Association accreditation, free of charge. Apart from your time, you can engage in their recruitment process, all right? Any good franchisor that is registered with the British Franchise Association will not charge you for any part of their recruitment process. They shouldn't do, okay? It's one of the BFA kind of rules. So you can go on a discovery day and you can have follow-up meetings. You can meet potential franchisees. So I'd strongly encourage you to do your due diligence, especially as a franchisee, not just on one franchise, but consider other ones. Compare, contrast, okay? In most things where you're trying something new, I recommend a beauty parade of 3. I've just done one actually looking for some top lawyers in London. I had a beauty parade of 6 lawyers, whittled that down to 2. Ultimately, I'm going to choose 1. Same with this. Have 3 and then narrow it down. Franchise consultants, franchise lawyers, if you're thinking about franchising your business. Start with at least 3 and then whittle it down and choose 1 or maybe 2 to work with. So mentors, coaches, reading books, exhibitions, finding professional advisors. There are consultants out there. Matchpoint, for example, is one great network that PPP work with. Adrian Knight from Knight Franchises, another great individual and great team. These are organizations that are like dating agencies fundamentally, or recruitment agencies, probably a better example. Sorry, Adrian, calling your business a dating agency. And what they essentially do is they help match franchisees or potential franchisees or franchise partners with a franchisor, and they give them a number of options, all right? And they find out about you and your skills and what you're interested in and your level of capital and that sort of thing, okay? So that's a great way, and normally that's free of charge. It's normally the franchisor that pays the company like Matchpoint and Knight Franchises. There's not many of them out there, okay? But Knight Franchises, Matchpoint are 2 that we've worked with for a very long time, and highly recommend both of those. As a potential franchisor, there are loads of franchise consultants out there. Gary Rigby from Franchise Development Services gets my seal of approval and thumbs up. What's her name from Platinum Wave? Name escapes me. Susie. Forgotten your surname, sorry. But Susie from Platinum Wave is another one. So there's a number of franchisor consultants. So John Chambers from Aston, CJK, KJC, something like that. is a franchise lawyer I've worked with now since 2007, so 12 years. Awesome guy. John Pratt, also a lawyer from the Franchisor's Handbook. So there's lots of people out there, professional advisors. If you're thinking of being a franchisor, you'll need ideally lawyers, franchise consultants that know the industry, an operations manual expert. There are a number of them out there that write ops manuals. They come into your business, help you create ops manuals, that sort of thing. All right, so there's a few tips there. Upgrade and expand your network. Okay, one of the things I did when I started PPP and before joining PPP is I went out on the road. I went to some of the BFA events. I got to know other franchisors, and I just said, look, you know, I'm new to this. Can I spend time? Can I come and visit you? Understand how your business works? Some people said no. Some people said yes. Some of the meetings were a waste of time, but some of them were really, really valuable and really helpful. Okay, so get to know other people, expand and upgrade your network, score people, and you want people that have got much more experience than you in the world of either buying a franchise or franchising a business. And then the third one is invest in yourself, which is basically reading books, meeting people, learning, thinking about stuff, intellectualizing it, going on the internet, loads of websites out there. I haven't mentioned websites, okay, but you can go on Franchise Direct, just, buying a franchise, franchising my business. An amazing resource for investing in yourself is the British Franchise Association. Last but not least, have to mention them, okay, because I don't have to, I want to, because they're awesome, great industry-led organisation, strong code of ethics, led by Pip Wilkins, the CEO. Amazing. I've known Pip for 11, 12 years now and seen her grow through the ranks and, eventually become CEO of that organisation a few years ago. So BFA, great for both franchisors and prospective franchisees. Great support network. They run seminars, information, checklists, suppliers, all of that kind of thing. So a great starting point. So that's my general kind of overview. Then I think drilling down into it in more detail, if you are considering buying a franchise, okay, really just don't think about it from the point of view of just making money. All right, a franchise, whilst it has a very high degree of success, a very high degree of profitability as well, okay, a very tried and tested, proven model, as long as it's a BFA or other AFA accredited franchise network. One of the things to be aware of is I can come up with an idea for a franchise now that's actually not a franchise, completely untested and unproven, and I can call it a franchise. All right, so just make sure that any franchise you're considering, if you're looking at buying one, is an accredited franchise. It is a proper franchise with a pilot operation, with ideally, history, trading performance, evidence, results. All right, I've seen so many flash in the pan kind of franchises that come along. They're at a franchise show once or maybe twice and you never see them again, and you read in the franchise press a month later that they've gone out of business. Okay, so make sure you do your due diligence. We've got a 68-point checklist, I think, at Platinum, if you want it, of questions to ask, a due diligence checklist. There's also one on the BFA website as well. All right, so really do your research. Check out who's out there in the industry. Check out the BFA and make sure that it's aligned with your goals, with your available capital, what you're interested in. Is the business model robust? All of those sorts of things, the normal, what you would expect to be normal due diligence on a new business, okay? And as I say, there's processes and checklists that you can refer to. From a franchisor point of view, the number one thing, two actually. The first thing is to understand that a franchise, first and foremost, is not just about the business that it does. So it's not PPP, it's not just about property, buying houses, refurbishing and renting them out. Fundamentally, what any franchise is, as a franchisor, you are running a training, mentoring, development, people development company. So yes, there's a business model, but it's not just you running your business model. You've done that. You've proved there is a pilot operation. What you now need to do is systemize that knowledge and pass that on and those systems to other people. So it's coaching, it's training, it's mentoring. You're going to have workshops, you're going to have one-to-one mentoring, you're going to have coaching, you're going to have an intranet, an online learning system. It's a whole blended learning solution backed by a tried, tested and proven business model. All right, so that's the first thing to understand. So if you don't genuinely or have people in your team that have a passion for helping other people change, develop, grow, become successful, it's that not a fundamental drive, then I would seriously question if franchising is the right business for you. Okay, because that's what it is. It's about caring about people. It's about taking them from where they are to where they want to get to and giving them the support through the emotional and practical inevitable ups and downs that are going to happen, and building a community and a support network and professional advisors that can all feed in to that objective. Okay, so understand training, development, coaching, mentoring, supporting people is the fundamental essence of your business. The second element, as a potential franchisor, that's fundamental: tried, tested, proven business model. What do the accounts say? Is this a model that will make money? Not all businesses are recession proof, but how long has it been running? You don't just want a flash in the pan that's been going 6 months or 12 months. To achieve full level membership of the British Franchise Association, you have to have been through an economic cycle, i.e. a recession. Okay, and is the business model still working? You won't get full membership, the highest level of membership like PPP's got, until you have achieved that goal or that objective. So there's a lot in there. 2 good books that I recommended. These 2, there are loads of others actually that are out there, but shows, franchise websites, doing your due diligence, okay, on doing a beauty parade, maybe working with franchise consultants, but SOTSOG, expand and upgrade your network with people with franchising experience, and invest and learn and continue to develop your knowledge. So quick primer on buying a franchise. Okay, last thing to say, recommendations are great. PPP, for example, 370 franchise partners. Not just about that business, but we got a number of franchise partners that have bought other franchises and share that knowledge and experience within this community, but also the Platinum community. All right, if you're listening to this and you are either a franchisor or a franchise partner or a franchise consultant or supplier to the franchise industry, please comment below. Love to hear from you. I will tag a few people in this post so that we can actually share some of the expertise and some of the knowledge that we have in the Bolt network and in the Platinum network, all right, to help other people. We've got people that own gym franchises, Subway franchises, McDonald's franchises, insurance franchises, obviously PPP franchises, okay, and lots of other ones as well. I think that we've got some people that might not have bought a Regis franchise, the serviced office, but looked into it fairly deeply. Okay, so that's it. Meet my mentors, franchisors, John Pratt, John Chambers, Gary Rigby, everybody that's helped me, Pitt Wilkins from the BFA, all those people. There's lots. Not meet my mentors this week is all the people that have helped me in franchising. I salute you. Thank you very much. Hope this is useful. See you soon.